So, Taylor, do I even dare ask?
All right.
What happened?
So, I wanted this to be recorded. Never let it be said that at the Yearlies we don't listen to each other and try things based off other people's passions. I myself decided to place my trust in Christian and Nick and Clanky, I believe, and decided today to play Frog Fractions.
Oh,
I was very excited. I wasn't very excited. I was intrigued. I had an hour to kill. I saw that Frog Fractions was about an hour game. I'm like, okay, I'll play this up until it's time to order dinner. It'll be a cute distraction. I turn on the game, and by the way, please save all questions and comments for the end,
okay.
because the people who have played this are going to get frustrated with me.
No, we won't.
Mick is not, because Mick can bear witness to everything. So I turn on the game, and by the way, I'm going to spoil a little bit about what Frog Fractions is here, so tune out if you want to experience it for yourself. First of all, I thought it would be a game where you leap on lily pads, and the lily pads would I thought you would be solving math problems, okay? But instead you click on flies, and you lap them up, and you gain fruit, and you use the fruit to buy upgrades. Okay, I get the impression, based off of our conversation, that this isn't the whole game. So I'm doing this for about 5 minutes, and I run out of things to upgrade, with the exception of lock-on to flies, and take off the lock-on for flies. Once you take off the lock-on for flies, you can buy it back, and there's new dialogue. I see now that this dialogue is an endless branch of buy your lock-on, take off your lock-on. And I'm annoyed, but I assume, okay, there's more to this game, but I have to buy all the lock-ons. Clearly this is the only thing I can do, because I don't have enough fruit to purchase the 25,000 fruit thing. So clearly the game will give me enough fruit when it's determined I've played enough of this game. 40 minutes pass. And I have exhausted the dialogue so much from buying the upgrade that it started to loop. I got an achievement for buying so much dialogue. I was so angry and so bored. Let me say, 15 minutes in, I'm like, man, this first part of the game, which I'm sure is not the only part of the game, is really boring. I think that it's taken a long time for this game to get to the level of peak that everyone was making it out to be. 25 minutes in, I'm like, did everyone lie to me? 30 minutes in, I'm already drafting my comment for you guys in the Yearlies about how we need to have a serious discussion about what we decide goes on these brackets. And 35 minutes in, I'm just about to quit. Finally, I'm like, all right, I could quit, but hang on. Let's get on Discord. I'm not looking for anybody. I'm not looking for anyone in specific. I'm just going to grab the first person I know who has played this game who is online, and that just so happened to be Mick.
Now, can I
hang on, Mick. Okay, now, if Mick had not responded in the first 60 seconds, that would be it. I would never have touched the rest of Frog Fractions. I would have never said a good thing about Frog Fractions, and I would have yelled at all of you. Even the ones who haven't played it.
Like me.
Fortunately, Mick was around. I said, hey, listen, Mick, I need you to tell me this. And in Mick's head, Mick is scared.
Yeah, can I tell my side of the story?
Okay, you can tell your reaction.
Yeah.
Just let me tell the big part.
Meanwhile, I had just gone off a losing streak in DNF Duel, and I was really upset, and I was like, no, I closed out of the game, and I was watching, not important. Anyway, point being, I was in the middle of a YouTube video, and so they got a message. I look over, and I go, and Taylor messages me, and he says, Mick, you need to tell me now, and I'm going, okay, what? It says something wrong? And then he says, when does Frog Fractions get good? And my first thought is, okay, there's a few possibilities here. Number one, he's contemplating playing the game. Second, he's in and he's like 5 minutes in and is really confused. Worst case scenario, it's longer than that. So I immediately launch in with, "Are you playing it right now?"
And I tell him I'm 40 minutes in. I feel like I've been cheated out of my money, and the game was free.
Yeah. He says, I said, "Are you playing it right now?" And he says, "I've been eating bugs for 40 minutes and feel scammed." And it was free.
So
I'm
he
like-
asks me to get into the Yearlies with him. He gets on. He immediately asks me to share my screen. All right, I wasn't planning on streaming this. I don't have the intensity to react the way it is, but fine. I'm so irritated, and I just need to know what the fuck is happening. He looks at my screen, and he sees the upgrade screen. He's like, "Hey, there's one upgrade you haven't gotten." I'm like, "Well, yes, of course there's one upgrade I haven't gotten, but it's 25,000 fruit, and the game gives me 10 pieces of fruit at a time. I'm never going to get that." "Well, Taylor, do you see that you're on a dragon?" I'm like, "Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?" And then Nick says the words that changed my life forever. "Have you tried going down?" I move the arrow key down, and there's a whole nother screen. And I just let out the words, "God damn it."
He was genuinely angry. Understandably so.
I was so. Here's the thing, my down key is like half broken, so I'm never instinctively trying to press it. I just assumed this was going to be a point and click game. So I was never going to move down, nor was there any indication that I was supposed to. The idea is you're just eventually going to do it. I was so irritated by this.
I should say, for those who've not played Frog Fractions, I played the game myself. I played with a few other people. Everyone I have ever played and shown this game to has at some point accidentally gone down. You know, just in trying to like position themselves in some way. They've hit the down key to like avoid a bug or whatever, or like catch a fruit or something, and they've just like kind of like gone down. I can't remember why, but it's always happened, and it's always happened at least within those first few minutes.
Not
Or
after
they got
45
so bored.
minutes.
Yeah, or they gotten so bored and they're like, "No, I'm not unbuying the upgrade. That's stupid." And I've just tried to go exploring with the dragon and eventually figured it out.
But here's the thing, I didn't even feel stupid, and I should absolutely have felt stupid. There was no amount of "this is your fault, Taylor." This was everything just "go fuck yourself, Frog Fractions." This has ruined the game for me. Now the game is going to be funny, and I'm going to be so mad the whole time, I'm not going to care. And bless Mick's heart, he really tried. He really tried to make me care. He was there. He was reading the lines out like a voice-acted script. He's like, "Look at all the fractions you're doing." He wanted so badly for me to enjoy this. And I just I wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, whatever. This has been ruined for me. I hate Frog Fractions.
Yeah, can I say, I actually had two goals there. Number one, to get Taylor to enjoy it. Failing that, I wanted to do my best to try and make him enjoy it and have it still make him miserable, because this would make the best Frog Fraction story that he spent 45 minutes playing the actual game, quote unquote, before finally figuring it out. And the entire rest of the game was like, ah, man.
Oh, look, there's voice acting. Oh, look, it's a text adventure.
And I should say, hilarious.
And then Mick and I watched bug porn together. The end.
Gotta
For
say,
those of
some
you who have not played Frog Fractions, it ends with you making bug porn. It's it's hard to describe Frog Fractions.
I do have to replay Frog Fractions because there's actually a shocking amount that I don't remember. It's been like 4 years since I've last played it.
Ask me anything about the first part of the game. I know every trip.
What do you do in the first part of the game?
Well, you debate whether or not you want to go get waffles for a while.
Well, that sounds like a great
I
game.
should play it again because apparently the Steam version has DLC that was not in the original Flash version.
Yo,
Yeah,
what the
so I've not
fuck?
experienced it.
I need to
Yes,
play
there is a Right now, it is 50% off. There's the $5 cap DLC, which is apparently another 2.5 hours of game. But if you think I'm spending money on this,
So let me see if I understand this correctly. So, is this game like a front of some sort? Like it's
So, Jordan,
disguising as a normal Flash game, and only and
Yeah,
then you
so-
realize it's
so
gonna go
Jordan-
down, and then it becomes something else.
yeah, so Jordan, the whole thing
no,
with Frog.
it's just a fucking click on flies game.
Yeah, so the whole thing is that when you boot it up, it feels like you're going to be playing an educational game, to help kids learn about fractions.
Right.
But you quickly realize that actually, like, even if that was the goal, it's really bad at that because all it does is you click on flies and then fractions appear. Like, there's no educational value whatsoever to it.
Right.
And then it starts to just steamroll into absolute nonsense. Like, it becomes a maze, a text adventure, Dance Dance Revolution rhythm game, what's going on? A government like a government running simulator, courtroom drama. Like it just kind of begins to like build on itself as this like nightmarish.
So it's the
Just,
too many
like-
cooks of games.
Yes, that is
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It starts out as this like, haha, it's like this parody of like Full House type intros, and then it just kind of goes on its own,
And it becomes,
you let
you
the
know-
joke fester.
Yeah. Oh my god. Okay.
And that was my experience playing Frog Fractions.
And I kind of love that none of you let on that was what it was in the original Yearlies that we talked about it.
I had an idea, but then when that never happened, I'm like, so is the joke that nothing happens in this game and you trick people into playing it?
It's a fucking bait and switch game.
I was so mad at you guys. I really was.
But no, there's a legitimately, like, I would dare say, great game in there. So.
I know, but I was. I mean, it's cute. All right, that's the other. I still don't think it's top 3 worthy of the games of that year. But it's cute. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm
But,
glad. I'm glad that us talking about it in the Yearlies got you to play it.
I hate that I played it.
Here's the thing. I'm the thing that I'm most upset by is that you even went out of your like the fact that you played it alone was probably the biggest problem because like every single time I've ever seen like the most fun in the game is playing it with someone else who has played it and them sitting next to you going
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like DDLC.
kind of yeah.
I just wanted I just wanted to fill a soft hour. Just like, okay, here's something to fill a void. It'll be this cute little charming thing that we'll tell everyone I played. And like, hey, you guys turned me on to like a really cute thing. And instead, it was just this test of patience, where all you had to do was press down.
Yeah, and his down key is broken. Also, his E key is also broken, which made the text adventure section of the game beautiful.
Oh my
Chef's
God.
kiss.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Which, incidentally, the text adventure like bit of the game is the bit where the game slows down the most, and most people are like, okay, this is like I'm looking at the guide. It's like it's a real brick wall to hit. It really slows down the pace of the game and really stops being fun. Luckily, however, for Taylor, he already stopped having fun 15 minutes prior.
There we go.
It's true. And Mick was like there. He's like, hey, let me offer you some hints. I think I know what to do. Oh boy, what a mistake.
Yeah.
Anyways,
That's like
Also,
an example where it doesn't feel like your fault, nor does it feel like the game's fault.
yeah,
Also,
it's
I have to say, Taylor is really bad at selling bug porn. Like, he would spend $12,000 a megabyte, and then he'd sell it for $9. Sorry, Zorkmids. Zorkmids is the currency of Bug Mars.
I love that
Of course
you
it
paid
is.
enough attention. I was just typing in numbers because
I
I
know
want.
that. I know that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, you're the president of Bug Mars at this point, so you could just print more money and just cause inflation, and
Yeah.
just print and just make more bug porn. But like, the point is, it's I pointed that out to him, and he was just kind of like, "I don't care. I can print more money. Who cares?" I'm like, "Yeah, fair enough."
You might not be good at
Oh
selling
my
bug porn, but you did
God.
make a great president of Mars. So,
You guys saying all this stuff out loud just
I know
what a
it's a
world we
lot,
live in.
right? This is
Yeah.
this is a lot to take in,
Yes.
but I hope it was a good story.
Oh, it was. I just had again.
You know
I
what,
had
Jordan,
I, had no
I
idea
should
this was
share.
gonna do.
mhm.
Anyways,